Good morning, student. How are you today? I'm fine, thank you. Hi, Sally. You are happy today? It's great. And so, are you ready to study now? Okay, good. Well, before we start our lesson today, it will be better if we are praying together. Playing start. Finish. Now, let me check your attendance. Ada yang tidak masuk hari ini? Rince, kemana Rince? Sakit. Udah lama dia sakit? Oke. Ada lagi? Melvin. Melvin kemana? Izin. Oke, Melvin izin. Okay, thank you. As usually, a motivation today is believe in yourself, because you can, if you think that you can remember it. Okay, good. Well, today we are going to discussion about narrative text. Narrative text. Ada yang tahu apa itu narrative text? Oke, bagus. Oke, narrative text is a imaginative story to entertain people. Narrative text adalah sebuah cerita imajinatif atau fiksi tidak nyata yang bertujuan menghibur orang lain. Narrative text itu seperti dongeng atau fairy tale, cerita rakyat atau folk tale, mitos atau myth, dan fable atau legenda, legend. Fairy tale atau dongeng, cerita rakyat yang biasanya disebut sebagai dongeng atau cerita anak-anak yang berisi banyak keajaiban pada tokoh-tokoh dan sering mengandung pesan moral. Folktale atau cerita rakyat, sebuah cerita yang dituturkan turun-temurun sehingga menjadi bagian dari tradisi suatu masyarakat. Mitos atau myth, cerita mitos ini banyak beredar dalam masyarakat dan dianggap sebagai cerita faktual. Fable, cerita yang menggambarkan tentang binatang. Legend atau legenda, cerita yang menggambarkan bagaimana asal-usul suatu tempat itu terjadi. Contohnya, Tengku Perahu. The social function or the purpose atau tujuan. The social function or purpose of the narrative text is to amuse of entertain the readers with a story. Tujuan dari narrative text adalah untuk menghibur pembaca dengan sebuah cerita. Struktur atau generic structure of narrative text terbagi menjadi 4. Yang pertama itu orientation. The second, complication. Dan yang ketiga, resolution atau solusi. Dan yang terakhir itu reorientation. Reorientation ini bisa wajib dan tidak wajib. Sebuah cerita itu biasanya tidak mempunyai reorientation. Oke, sampai di sini ada yang paham? Oke, semuanya berdiri. Kita ada game. Miss ada game. Oke, permainannya seperti ini. Jika Miss bilang pegang hidung, kalian pegang mata. Jika Miss pegang mulut, kalian telinga. Oke? Paham? Ada yang paham? Oke. Raise hand holding mulut. Berarti pegang telinga. Seperti itu. Oke, lagi lanjut ya. Raise hand holding mata. Oke. Raise hand holding nose. Oke, cukup gamenya. Duduk. Oke, lanjut materi ya. Reorientation. It is about the opening paragraph where the character of the story are introduced. Atau berisi tentang paragraf pembuka di mana karakter cerita diperkenalkan. Contohnya seperti antagonis, pemeran jahatnya, atau pemeran baiknya, protagonis. Set the scene where and when the story happened and introduce the participants of the story, who and what is involved in the story. Pendahuluan berisi tempat dan waktu terjadinya cerita, pengenalan tokoh, serta siapa atau apa yang ada di dalam cerita. Yang kedua, complication atau konflik. Where the problem in the story is development, permasalahan muncul atau mulai terjadi dan berkembang. So, tells the beginning of the problem which leads to the crisis atau climax of the main participant. Menceritakan permulaan masalah yang terjadi atau mengarah pada klimaks dari tokoh utama. Dan yang ketiga, resolution atau resolusi. Where the problem is the story is solved, the problem, the crisis is resolved, enter and happy ending, or in a sad, tragic ending, masalah terselesaikan dan berakhir dengan happy ending atau bad ending. Dan yang keempat, reorientation. Ini tidak wajib ada, tidak harus ada dalam sebuah cerita. Suatu cerita yang bersifat opsional biasa berisi tentang pembelajaran moral, saran, atau pelajaran dari penulis. Ciri-ciri kebahasaan naratif teks atau linguistic or grammatical features dari naratif teks yaitu past tense, kata kerja bentuk lampau. Contohnya, they live in a village. Yang kedua, action verbs, kata kerja aktif. Contohnya, when, drove. Dan yang ketiga, time concerns or conjunction, kata hubung. Contohnya, then, before. Dan selanjutnya, adjective, kata sifat. Contohnya, cantik, beautiful, handsome, dan sebagainya. Dan yang selanjutnya, adverbs, kata keterangan. Contohnya, happy, careful. Dan yang terakhir, direct speech, ucapan langsung. Dan indirect speech, ucapan tidak langsung. Oke. Perhatikan cerita berikut ini, pahami dan dengarkan dengan baik ya.
Ping pong. Ping pong. Snow White.
Once upon a time, in a far, far away land, there lived a queen who had a beautiful daughter with skin as white as snow. But sadly, the queen soon became sick and passed away. Then the king married a new queen, but she was evil. The evil queen liked to ask her magic mirror every day,
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?
The magic mirror would always answer,
My queen, you are the fairest of them all.
But one day the magic mirror answered,
My queen, Princess Snow White is the fairest.
The evil queen became very angry.
What? Nonsense! I am the fairest, not Snow White, never!
The angry queen ordered her hunter to throw Snow White into the woods. The hunter found Snow White.
I'm so sorry, Princess Snow White, but the Queen ordered me to get rid of you.
Please, sir, I beg of you. I will run away and never show myself again.
The hunter let Snow White go, and Snow White ran away far into the woods. Snow White became scared.
Oh no, what shall I do? It's so dark and scary here.
Then Snow White spotted a small light up on a small hill.
Oh my, it's a pretty little cottage.
Snow White found a small cottage on the hill. Snow White went inside the cottage.
Look, 7 small plates, 7 small cups, 7 small spoons, and 7 small forks. Wow, 7 small beds too.
Snow White ate some food and took a nap. Seven dwarfs who live in the cottage came home. The dwarfs shouted,
What happened to our food?
Who's that sleeping in my bed?
Isn't she Princess Snow White?
At that moment, Snow White woke up. Soon, they all became good friends. She lived with them in their small cottage. One day, the evil queen asked her magic mirror again.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, am I now the fairest of them all?
Then the mirror answered,
My queen, you are fair too. But Princess Snow White is fairer than you.
The queen became more angry and screamed.
What? Snow White is still alive?
The angry queen decided to get rid of Snow White with some poisoned apples. She dressed up as an old lady.
Apples, apples. Buy some apples, my dear. They are so red and juicy, my dear.
Snow White asked for one apple. Snow White took one big bite. But soon after, Snow White fell to the ground. The 7 dwarfs came home and saw Snow White.
Princess Snow White! Princess Snow White! Please, please open your eyes.
The dwarf shouted. But Snow White did not open her eyes.
Oh no, maybe she's dead. Oh no!
The dwarfs were so sad and could not stop crying. A prince from a nearby land saw Snow White. The prince fell in love with Snow White.
May I take this princess to my land?
The dwarves answered.
Yes, of course.
They began to lift Snow White's coffin, but dropped it by mistake. Then a piece of apple popped out of Snow White's mouth.
Where am I?
Snow White opened her eyes.
Hooray! Hooray! The princess is alive! Princess Snow White is alive!
The 7 dwarfs rejoiced. The prince approached Snow White and proposed.
My beautiful princess, will you marry me?
Snow White answered.
Yes, my lord, I will.
So the prince and Snow White married and lived happily ever after.
So, in the end of this lesson, you must be able to make narrative text. Do you get it? Okay, great. In other words, you so prepare yourself that you make in front of the class. Silahkan kerjakan. Mem tunggu waktunya setengah jam lah. Oke, apakah sudah selesai? Oke, silahkan Angel maju di depan. Bacakan ceritamu. How amazing your performance, Angel! I'm running well. I'm very fond of you. Tepuk tangan untuk Angel. Well, guys, you still confused about this material. You can ask me question. Apakah ada yang ingin bertanya? Ada yang belum paham materi hari ini? Silahkan bertanya. So, do you have any question, guys? Oke. Mem kira kalian sudah paham ya. Kalau tidak ada bertanya, berarti kalian sudah paham. Oke. And now, I will explain about the summary of the lesson narrative text. Cerita yang fiktif bertujuan untuk menghibur pembaca atau pendengar. Guys, do you enjoy the lesson today? Great, that is for today discussion. Hopefully you can learn more about this narrative text and you can do more practice at your home. Do you understand? Apakah kalian mengerti? Okay, good. I think enough for today, guys. And before we end this lesson, is pray together. Let's start. Finish. Well, thank you for your nice attention. See you next time. Good morning. See you.